Leo. Hello guys, welcome back to the second episode of our Around the World tour today. We're currently sat on the ground at Innsbruk, quite a few traffic on the ground, a couple of people. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get going, but we haven't started up the aircraft yet, so welcome to all of you new. Apologies for the lag during that intro video. I need to render it, and I forgot to close Discord, so we had a little bit of lag on that. But hello Arus, hello Bucket, nice to see you, welcome. We have got the hand cam today, hello. That is going to be run today for the stream, so you guys can see. That should be good. Let me get the chat box up. Woo. Zoomed out a bit there. Right, back in. Okay. Inside the flight deck then. Oh, goodness me, what am I doing? Sorry, I'm clicking on stuff. Right, there we go. Alright, just for ease of startup today, if you are joining me, go ahead and hop in. We've got quite a lot to do before we get going. So let me get the background noise on. There you go, you can hear the aircraft now. We've got quite a lot to do before we get going, so don't rush yourselves, it's all good. It's going to take us a minute or so. We're doing a sim brief request today because it's a lot of flight plan. So I'm just going to shove it in. I just put in the company route in name in, then top left. I've already loaded up with weight, I think. Yep, we have 8 point. So we're very heavy for takeoff today, like really heavy. I can't. Currently we're going to weigh 73.6 tons, so we're pretty heavy, especially out of a place such as Innsbruk. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Say hello. So right.
Innsbruk traffic, speedbird 612 is taxiing via
Okay,
Alpha
someone's
for
going on.
holding short 08.
Right, so departure from Lowy, we're going off runway 08. And we're on the Renault 2 Juliet departure. We insert that there. Arrival. We'll be taking the VOR runway 34 via the, let me just find the arrival, to Foxtrot. I had to change the arrival, guys, a while, not too long before stream start. I do apologise for that. I was having a look at the route and actually I hadn't checked it over like I normally do. And actually it was a pretty bad routing, so I thought we'd just change it for a better one that works much better. So you can see our arrival here. Follow all these waypoints around a massive curve all the way into the airport. So we got a really big arrival procedure going on. So that should be a lot of fun. There we go. So loads and loads of waypoints. And then on departure, we've got quite an interesting departure. Because let me introduce you to the newest add-on to the Hello Pilot collection. We have Navigraph, people. Welcome. So here we go. We've got it connected up to Sim as well, so it shows us where we are on the map. But we have full Navigraph charts on, which is fantastic. So on the Renault 2 Juliet, which if I just find... right, there it is. Here's the Renault. So we can see we've got maximum 165 knots in this turn, and we start our turn as we get to OEJ and we turn back on ourselves towards INN, and that is literally start here climbing to 7,500 out towards Breno. Of course we'll continue our climb right up to cruising altitude of 370, but that's the departure route for today, so that's what's going to happen. So we're going to max out 165, so I've got to make sure we don't go any faster than 165 on that departure. Let me know if I'm missing anything in the chat. My phone is lagging mildly, so that might be why. Let's go ahead and get our information into the aircraft. So, looking here, I don't know if you can see, I've written down all the speeds here on the little thing here. So, where's my pen? There it is. We got some speeds in. So, 135 is our V1. 140 VR.
Innsbruk traffic, speedbird 612 is backtracking 08 for a Kempton 5 Juliet departure.
Is our departure, and we've got 7,000 in our transition altitude. It's going to be a flaps 2/0.3 up. We don't need a flex temp today, as it's... We don't need flex temp today, as it's going to be a toga. Sorry, idle there. Right, thrust reduction altitude 3,400. We're going to keep toga on for a lot of the departure. Because we're going to need it. We have a look back at the charts again. Sid on the Breno 2 Juliet. You can see here we've got frequency for OEJ and the Innsbruk 420, which we can put in here. So that's 420 in our ADF1. Turn on there. We can see it gives us a direction to INN. So when we make our departure, we want to make sure we're then heading towards INN. So it's going to be a fun climb out today. We can go to manage heading mode. And we'll set this to 370. Sadly, we are on Unicom for departure. Let's roll this up. Close that out. Look to my right. Ah, hello, Mr. Speedbird. You are joining us today. Fantastic. Go ahead and start up the APU. And we turn on the fuel pumps. We can. We've got the cargo door open here. So if we want to close that cargo door, we just hit cargo. There we go. Cargo door nicely closed. We can take away the power truck, but we don't need it anymore. Oh, what's going on? And then we can start the APU. We like a lagged out phone. I'm sure we do.
Departing 08.
Right, we'll make our call on Unicom and just say what we're doing today. Easy 3321. We're doing IFR down to Zakynthos today from Innsbruk. We'll be pushing back from stand in a minute for departure off runway 08 using a backtrack. Breno 2 Juliet departure. Right, that's us done on the call. Minimize that. Let's check. Okay, that's all good. Lots of stuff today. Lots of stuff open. Lots of stuff happening. I'm making sure I got it all set up there. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So the APU is starting. Mr. Jones Aviation, are you ready to go? Shout out to him. Thanks very much for his donation last stream. Yeah, so welcome Jones Aviation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, you let me know if you're ready to go. So we'll go ahead and get going. If you are joining me for this one, go ahead and spawn in. We're pretty busy on stand today, so if you can, let me know in the chat if you can. If not, me and Speedbird will go ahead and get going. So we've got the APU available there. I'm just going to check we've got everything in the aircraft we need to. I think we have. If you're just joining us first stream ever here, you can say hi. Loads of friendly people. I'm sure they won't bite. They're nice and say hello. So. Welcome them. So we can see here, of course, the lovely Navigraph. We have track of the aircraft here, which is using SimConnect. So when we push back, we'll push back facing west, and we'll taxi out to holding point Alpha, and we'll make a backtrack from runways 8 and head back. Taxi out from runway. So that's what we'll do. Yeah. Well, that's about it. I think we're about ready to go. So Speedbird, let me know if you're good to go. If you are, we can go ahead and get moving. See that ADF frequency flashing there, so we'll just turn that off for a second. We can set the APU to a bleed. Beacon lights on. Disconnect from external power. Density, how you doing? I'm doing great, thanks. How are you, man? It's going pretty well. Second episode of Around the World, so that's going to be fun. You need 10 mins, Jones Aviation. Roger, I'll turn off the So on the ground, of course, the lovely Orbex scenery today. We've got the nice 2E757 spawned in there as part of that Orbex scenery, so that's looking pretty nice. I'm just going to check the FMC is all good, so got our flight plan in here, we've got all our waypoints, the RadNav wise, got our ADF2 for INN in there. Progress page, that's all happy, we don't really need to worry about that. Direct to page, that's all good. Takeoff page, we want to check our controls. So we have the parking brake off, engine ignition switch normal, anti-ices are off, engine switches set to off, Auto brake is set off as well. Gear lever set down. Flaps up. Throttles down. Spoilers up. So that is all good for that one. The APU is available. Seatbelt signs are on. Captain pairs are on. We're going to connect back up to the external power if we're just going to be sat here for a minute. Quick Boy Shorts, hello. Welcome to the live chat. We got 1200 in our scope box as we don't have a controller online currently. If we have a look at VPilot, we have got what is it? Is that Frankfurt approach? Frankfurt, or is it Zurich? It's one of the two. We've got, who's this? We've got EAC radar. It's Russian and English radar, so that's Russian. Bremen radar. Down service for these airports, so not us. So we are, as said, on Unicom. If you're just joining, the star for today. Right, let me have a look at you for that. Star, arrival-wise, taking runway VOR, 34. We've got an interesting approach today, guys, so a lot to show that on Navigraph. And have a look at the arrival charts. That'll be pretty cool. There's a lot to do. Via Adkey and the A32 Foxtrot arrival. So that's the arrival procedures and everything. Hopefully that's all good. Hope you can hear me all well. I'm just going to mute my microphone for a second so that I can just check if I can hear myself all right. Okay, I'm happy with that. We're all good. What's the star? So the star is the A32 Foxtrot. The approach is the VOR runway 34 arrival. I'm going to chat. You're Michael Nolan. Can you unban me? I've got quite a lot of moderators now. We've got 4 in the server, so you go ahead and you can DM one of them. Either Jones Aviation, Bucket, a couple of people. You can go ask them. But if you want to join the Discord server, guys, you can join it through the links in the description to Discord. If you can, please do donate. And if you want any of the sceneries being used, Navigraph, Flyby-Wire A32NX mod, which we are running the experimental today, or the pushback mod, we have this pushback in the top right, special pushback mod. That can all be found through the links in the description. So go ahead for there to find it all. Jones Aviation, are we good to go then? We could get a slow pushback, so
Good afternoon everyone. Can we EC3 Foxtrot going to be going out to the kit box, so we're just pushing back from Stan.
Okay, he's good to go. We'll connect up our pushback then. Let's connect up the pushback truck. Oh, there isn't one. Ah, so end the pushback, start pushback. You see that lightning strike over there, guys? I don't know if you saw that. Oh, there's no pushback truck. Donation thing is through Streamlabs in the link to the description. Through there. Alright, there's no tug coming over, so we'll just have to pretend there is one. You're ready. Alright, brilliant. If you mind if we go, that'd be great. Right, let's boost up the speed. I tend to boost it up to the D of speed. And we disconnected from external power. So we're all good to go. Aircraft's ready. Flight plan inputted. And all I'm going to do is make sure we time the pushback right so that we get on that line nicely. Okay. Whoa. Sadly there isn't a pushback truck, of course, which is a shame. Yeah, quick by shorts. If you've got banned, it's probably for a legitimate reason. I don't really ban people. If you just take it up with one of the moderators, I'm sure they can help you out. Yeah. Anyway, if you haven't already joined the Discord, go for it. You can join it through the links in the description, as said. Right, let's go ahead and start up the engine. So we'll start up engine number 1. So we're setting this to ignition start here. You can hear the fans quieten down on the aircraft. Sorry, I knocked the camera then. I've just got to make sure we push back straight. Fans quieten down, and then we're just going to go ahead and knock that forward. So engine ignition start set. And we're pushed back there. Go ahead and bring the speed down to its bring it round to a 0. Oh, there we go. There we go, tug speed is set 0. heading straight. Turn up some of the brightnesses here. Set the parking brake. Parking brake set. Turn on the lights. The lights on. We can go ahead and kick and push back. Leave that there. Right, that's looking really nice. So it's going to be a toga departure there. There we go, the fans have finished. Start engine number 2. Heard the fans click in there, we just got the end of it. There goes the PTU. And here we are, we can see we push back from the stand. So, easy 3321 Innsbruk traffic, we've pushed back from the stands, currently holding on Bravo. We'll be taxiing up to holding point Alpha, runway 08. That's us done there. Hello, so we can turn on the predictive windshield. Arm the ground spoilers. TCAS on. Turn the taxi lights on. We can close down the pushback thing, because we don't need that. Make sure both throttles are level. What's the current outside temperature? 28 degrees outside temperature. That's why it's taken a while for the engine to start. Neo engines, when they're hot, take a rather a long time. Rather a long time to start. Anyway, we can hear the other fan there, so we can go to normal on the engines we've got available. Normal and APU off. And we're good to go. So we release the parking brake. Throttle up the engines a little bit. And we're good to taxi off. So, a bit more power. Apologies, I keep hitting the wire coming off the camera. Sorry if I keep knocking it. So, a bit of power there. And then we can idle the throttles again. We're now rolling. We're rolling along. So, flaps 2. So here, 1, 2. And there we go, we've got flaps 2 coming down. Flaps 2 set. A little bit laggy there. Flaps 2 set. Rolling out to the runway. Past Speedbird. We'll hold at Alpha for a while. Someone's going out of an airport somewhere. Perfect. If you're not already, please do hit subscribe. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. If you are already, well, and you're looking to find your way back, go ahead, please. We're keeping the content going at the moment with our round the world tour, which we're starting at the moment, which we're just going through now. Round the world tour, going between everywhere we can in the world. First leg was Heathrow to here. Next leg we're taking our way down to Zakynthos, then on to Cairo, Cairo across to Doha and into Dubai, and from Dubai working our way across the globe, all the way back round, and a final leg across the Atlantic into Manchester. So it should be a lot of fun if you're joining me on that. We'll be taking different aircraft, not always the 320 Neo. We have done for the first 2 legs, as it seemed right to. So yeah. Right, brakes a bit. And we'll just come up to this holding point here. We don't want to roll right past it. So, auto brake max. Auto brake maximum set. We're going a little bit quick, a little bit quick, a little bit quick. And we're off that set line a little bit. We're just going to stop here. There we go. Set the parking brake. Check the cabin. Cabin has been checked. I'm just checking that he was rolling. And we need to set the trim. I forgot to do that. Up 0.3. 0.3 on the trim up. Now I'll do a flight control check. So full right. Ailerons going up. Neutral. Full left. Neutral. Full up. You can see them going up. Neutral. Full down. Neutral. Rudder. Full right. Neutral and left. Flight controls are checked. I'm happy with that. Mr. Speedbird rolled up behind us, so Innsbruk traffic is your 3321 lining up runway 08. Parking brake off. Bit of throttle to get up at this hill. Oh, it wants us to do a takeoff config check, yeah. Takeoff config is normal. We can turn off the packs. Camera crew seated for takeoff now. So there we go, entering the runway. Then so I'm just going to check on the Brno 2 Juliet departure, we can see it there. And that's all good there. Quick voice shots, are we doing a face reveal at 100 subs? Not planning to, I don't think we'll do a face reveal until we get a lot more subs. I don't know, it depends how quickly you guys can subscribe.
Just taxiing onto runway 0 for a batch up. Is there any chance we could hold on the blast pad behind you, if possible?
Ooh. Hold on the blast pad behind. Let's have a look. Easy 3321 on the runway. Okay, yeah, when we get there, we'll check if there's any space.
What's your thinking about cheesy 3 Foxtrot?
Oh, drifted off the runway a bit there. I don't know, do you want to come down? Is that you? That is you, Speedbird, isn't it? Do you want to come down here? I don't know, there's a bit of space. It's not procedure, but you could if you wanted to. Ah, round the corner. Bit of brakes, bit too quick, If you're joining me for this stream, that's amazing. Please do join me later as me and the Departure Lounge, which I have pinged on the Discord a couple of times. But me and the Departure Lounge at 7 o'clock will be go ahead and taking to the skies. Actually not. We're going to be doing a podcast on his channel to talk about Vatsim. He has an amazing channel. Please do go hit subscribe. He's definitely on his way to 1K. He'll get there pretty soon is the hope. So please go ahead and help him out. That'd be amazing. Right, let's line up on the runway here and hold for a second. Parking brake set. Mr. Speedbird, if you reckon you could get down there, you could if you wanted to. I know if you really wanted to, you might be able to get down here. So Speedbird, easy 3321, EasyJet holding short. There is a little bit of space. If you want to make it, you could.
Don't worry about it, the 3 Foxtrot will stay here just to make sure you bring it out a bit later.
Roger Dodger. Okay, easy 3321, rolling runway 08 Innsbruck. So, that's our set, confirmed everything happy for takeoff. So, throttle 50%, let it get rolling. Engines are confirmed, toga. Throttles, hands on throttles. Toga, SRS, runway, auto thrust, blue. Speed alive, 60 knots. Small amount of pressure on the down on the stick to keep us rolling straight. Small bit of pressure. Hands off throttle a little bit early there. Sorry, I was just doing something. We'll leave hands on throttle until V1. V1, hands off throttle. Rotate. Pull back nicely on the stick. Let the nose flip into the air. Continue pulling back till we follow our climb gradient there. Climb gradient set, gear up. We're going maximum we can actually, sorry, I'll leave that managed. We're going to continue our speed acceleration.
Is back in runway 08 for departure.
Right, once thrust lever climb, I'm going to leave it in toga actually just for a little bit longer. Speed's not really climbing. Right, looking on the overhead panel there, we can turn off the taxi lights. Pitching the nose down slightly there. D on the ground spoilers. And go thrust lever climb. So the idea is we're going to continue our climb. Streaming a little bit laggy. Oh, Roger Dodger, let me just quickly quit this then. Right, pulling on the left slightly. Just to follow that departure still.
Easy 3 Foxtrot rolling runway 08.
Right, I want us to make the right-hand turn here, which we might as well do because we don't want to go too quick. And if he's rolling already, we should probably make the corner. We're going right. Maximum 25 degrees. 25 degrees in the pitch there. I'm going to keep the speed where it is, so we don't want to go too fast. I'm just going to go around the corner there. Make sure we don't get too quick. We have cut the corner a little bit here. Aircraft seem to want to do it, so I will let that happen. And turn the packs on, so we're not using full throttle anymore. Packs on, if you're just joining me, we're just coming out of Innsbruk today. How's it going? Departure launch is going absolutely amazing. Thank you very, very much. It's going really well. Just coming out of Innsbruck, so a little bit of a stressful departure, but it seems to be all good. Oh, crikey, overspeed. Oh, yep, sorry, that's a lot. Yeesh, that's a bit crazy. Right direction's back now. Right, it wants us to stop our turn. I'm going to keep the turn, and I don't know what's going on here. Easily managed. That's went a little bit weird there. Aviation Automotive, hello, welcome. So, departure launch, and everyone, it's going pretty well. So, we're going to head towards INN here, turn on our ADF 1. You can see there's INN. We want to keep our climb, I'm not sure why it's down. And now we want to roll left out and down this valley. Making sure we keep that strong climb going. So we're going to need a serious climb to make sure we get over these mountains. Engage the autopilot so it follows its heading, that's 7,000, so push standard. We can turn off the landing lights. Might be a little bit laggy whilst we just head over these mountains here. So we've got flaps on there, we can go flaps up. There go the slats. Slats going up to 40 knots. Around the corner, we're getting a lot of turbulence on this departure as we head over these mountains ahead of us, which are pretty low. We're not quite high enough yet, so we have to continue that climb. I'm going to make it really steep. Yeah, chat later on the show, definitely. If I haven't said anyone new coming, welcome. Later at 7 o'clock, if you go check out Departure Lounge's channel, me and him are doing a podcast interview to talk about Vatsim, and I will be joining him on his channel. He's on his road to 1K definitely, so go ahead and drop him a sub. Really, really good stuff. If you like real world aviation especially, that is really impressive stuff he does. Right, so departure, we're all good. Yeah, we're all good. There we go, we're accelerating up to 290 knots. If I reduce the view back, we might be able to find Speedbird 32 on TCAS. I don't quite see him. He's around here somewhere. Might be out there, I don't know. We'll find him. I'm making sure we're getting over these mountains, so that's why we're doing such a steep climb. We've got a lot of mountains ahead of us, and I did not want to not make it, so... We'll go back to a managed climb now, it can drop the nose slightly. Of course, where the Breno waypoint is, we've got quite a big mountain there. So, a lot of turbulence on the departure today. We can check out the route here. Bring it up a bit. There we are. There's Speedbird 32 behind us there. Pretty close, but oh look, big group flight going out over there. Anyway, our routing for today takes us down across the lovely east coast of Italy, following along the water sadly, down across the foot of Italy, and around ourselves into Zakynthos today. Lovely arrival, of course. We've got a mini waypoint going all the way around this corner, down and across. Lots of stuff to talk about on that arrival. It's going to be pretty exciting stuff. Pop back into the flight deck, make sure we're over that mountain, which we sure are. We're also climbing out through the clouds, which is pretty nice. So we'll be out and above them soon. Long way to go. I used to fly to Innsbruck to Nice quite often. Of course, Nice is down here, and that felt like a long time. So we got a lot of flying to do today. We can go ahead and boost up the range and actually see the gentle left curve we're going to be making. The pressure is standard, and we're climbing all the way up to flight level 370. And we're passing through Breno, so Unicom Easy 3321, passing through the Breno waypoint here, passing flight level 150, climbing 370, heading towards Ekpis. There we go, so that's all good. There's Mr. Speedbird, pretty close, but that'll do. That's alright for now.
Easy 3 Foxtrot, just passing 15,000 feet, so that's well, 3 nautical miles away from Breno.
Brilliant, well it's not a problem during the cruise. There is a backtrack into Zakynthos, so we'll keep an eye on it, but it shouldn't really be a problem. Alright, fantastic. Climbing out there. So I'm just going to turn off the hand cam. It can help with the lag a little bit, and we don't need it during the cruise, of course. And there that goes. So, we've got a lot of turbulence, of course, as we go out. We've got a lot of mountains below us here. Loads and loads and loads of mountains bumping along below us. So a lot of mountains we've got to look out for. And they're all good. So, just the range up a little bit. Making sure we're on standard pressure. We're going to keep that seatbelt sign on even through this high altitude, because actually large amounts of turbulence, passengers are not very happy. So we'll keep the seatbelt sign on so that we can say we warn them. Yeah, we'll leave that seatbelt sign on for today. We can check the cruise. We can check good. We got good cabin pressurization altitude. Cabin pressurizing is pressurizing well. It's down at 5,000 cabin pressure. So that's pretty good. 23 degrees in the flight deck. Pull it down just a little bit. Well, we'll leave the cabin fairly warm. And today we are running the experimental version of the fly-by-wire aircraft to check out its lovely autopilot features, which we saw on departure. So doing really well. So that is just a bit of fun trying out that. Go and check Navigraph through Breno, so we no longer use these charts anymore. We have to close this. There's Zakynthos down there. Of course, we've got us up here if we hit the locate. Oh, I closed that, that's why. So we're coming out of Innsbruk, there it is, Breno, Ekpis, there it is, making our left turn. So we're sort of around here. Moving down to Zakynthos, we can check out the arrival page if we wanted, just for a little peruse of what's going to be what. Our staff today is the Foxtrot. So we're coming in from Latin, 8,000 feet, Astros. Then we're following 8,000 feet all the way around down here, where we then descend 6,000 at FP for the 30 DME point, 5,000 across, 5,000 on the arc, 3,000 into Litsi, where from Avaki we can then check on the VOR. We can see actually, we continue our descent Litsi, we've got the VOR in there, which we can input a lot later in flight, of course, but lots to check out, so yeah. Keeping those seatbelt signs on. A lot of bumps as we're heading out across the mountainous terrain here. A lot of bumps, so that is all good though. If any of you got any questions, feel free to let me know. Although we can start a descent calculator, although we're still climbing, so we don't need to worry about this for a long time, like a long time. But I'll shove it in so that when we do get up there, we give a rough idea. Yeah, so that's all good. Climbing out nicely of the airport there. We can get a METAR report for LGZA. We already have one. It's variable 3 knots. 1011. So that is all good. 740 miles to the destination. We're due to arrive there at 3:24 UTC. 3:24, so that's in 2 hours. We're due to arrive in 2 hours. So yeah, a fairly fairly far distance. A good flight for today. So if we can boost the range up to 360, we see it disappearing off there. We're high enough now, so turbulence isn't a problem. We can disable the seatbelt signs. Continue our chat. If any of you want me to we could have a chat about something. If you have any questions, let me know. Oh. 1329, 1329. Let's go ahead and take 1329. 132.9. Crikey, how many contact me's he sent me? Sent me 3 contacts. Alright, sorry. 1329.
Control, you're seeing Easy 3 Foxtrot with you climbing to level 370, currently it's 300.
Italy radar.
Easy 3 Foxtrot, Italy, hello, Squawk 5553.
5553 in the box, Easy 3 Foxtrot.
Easy 3321 with you, passing through 280, climbing 370.
Easy 3321, Italy,
There's
hello, Squawk 5514.
5514, easy 3321.
Italy Radar, good afternoon, November 7219er, hotel flight level 200, climbing flight level 280.
November 7219er, hotel,
See, we've
Italy,
got
hello, Squawk
speedbird there.
5515.
5515, November 7219er, hotel.
Go into
Easy 3 Foxtrot, Italy, you are identified, confirm your requested level.
It's level 370, Easy 3 Foxtrot.
Easy 3 Foxtrot, roger, continue climb, flight level 370, maintain 1,500 feet per minute or greater in the climb.
Roger, continuing 370, maintain 1,500 or greater in the climb, Easy 3 Foxtrot.
Yeah, big dip in pressure there. Did you see that?
Easy 3321, Italy, identified, climb, flight level 350, maintain 1,500 feet per minute or less in the climb.
1,500 feet per minute or less in the climb. Climb 350, easy 3321.
Safer.
And can we expect 370 at some point? Easy 3321.
Easy 3321, A firm.
Roger, thanks so much. Okay, all good then. So we gotta maintain 1,500
hotel,
feet per minute.
identified, climb, flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, November 7219er, hotel.
All good. Keep our climb up. So there's 30,000 feet. We're going at 350. And that's actually because Speedbird departed quite close behind us, so he's there. So he's climbed a bit quicker, so it's above us.
Catch 25 hotel, clear direct to route on Romeo Uniform Tango Oscar Mike.
Sounds like a route on.
It was there 1229, no further ATC contact, correction monitor Unicom 122.8.
So Italy radar, I want to see what his coverage is. I'm a little bit interested. Italy radar is massive. So if we have a sort of controller chat, so I've actually managed to achieve S2. I should go take my practical exam, but so yeah, I'm now an S2 controller. How was departure Horus? Yeah, it was pretty good. Bit crazy, of course. We're still encountering a bit of turbulence actually from the mountains out of Innsbruk. We're not that far out of departure. We've travelled that far, so we're pretty good. We're on Italy radar now. We're restricted to 350, but that's all good. So we're making our way out. So we won't have a controller for arrival, but we will have one for the whole flight, so which is pretty cool. So we will be on radar coverage, which is that's good.
KLM 788 Italy, hello, identified.
So as I say, yeah, I managed to get S2, so hopefully in the near future we could be doing a stream of tower control at San Juan, so or Princess Juliana, depending on whichever one we feel like. Which I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. That'd be pretty cool. You could fly in on Vatsim, be controlling you. Nice familiar face to have a chat to on frequency, so nothing too stressful, hopefully. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. I think that'll be pretty fun. Yeah. There we go, we just switched over to max speed there. As we're getting higher. Up to Mach. So everything is all good.
Italy radar, good evening.
and then I'll fly in. Yes, exactly. Definitely. That's the idea. You guys can fly and join us, which would be pretty fun, I think. So that'd be pretty cool. We're gonna be nice and light for landing. Only 61,000 kg, which is of course a lot less than it was.
Speedbird 56 Foxtrot, Italy radar,
On
hello,
takeoff,
identified.
as we were a lot heavier at 67,000, so that's not too bad.
Easy 3 Foxtrot, you're clear direct to Belos, Bravo, Echo, Lima, Oscar, Victor.
Oh, I've opened up that METAR for. Oh, I'm just getting a quick descent calculator. It might well change. I just want to see, not descent calculator.
Good afternoon, Volotea 0155, pass level fly 170, direct.
Just getting a quick METAR, just check, just to see what our arrival speeds might be like. Just get some of the information. It'll probably change during our flight, but we can check. So the runway length is 2,228 meters.
Easy 3 Foxtrot, clear direct to Belov.
He's calling you, Speedbird. Dry conditions, kg to tons. Um, 438. 67.2 tons on landing. We are. Oh, I'm doing a landing. I was doing the wrong one the whole time. Oh well. Let's put in 67. We're flat full landing. Runway heading 340. We got a variable at 3 knots. Temperature is 31 landing, so Zakynthos is going to be much nicer than back in Innsbruk. So that's going to be pretty nice. Yeah. Lovely views out the window.
3 Foxtrot, sorry about that with you, our aircraft, there's a glitch in it and it's changed the frequency, sorry about that, so back with you, ET3 Foxtrot.
So we'll just...
ET3 Foxtrot, no problem, and you're clear direct to Belov.
Clear direct to Belov, ET3 Foxtrot.
Dropping a QNH. Temperature of 31.
And easy 3 Foxtrot, report your Mach number.
Currently Mach 7, sorry, 0.78, ET3 Foxtrot.
And then the...
Easy 3 Fox, roger, break easy, 3321, report your Mach number.
3321, we're doing Mach 0.78.
Easy 3321, roger, maintain Mach decimal 78 or less.
78 or less, easy 3321.
Easy 3 Fox, maintain Mach decimal 78 or greater.
78 or greater, easy 3 Fox.
So our decision height for landing is 800. And the transition altitude is given by ATC on landing. Actually, I'm just having a look at the charts here, guys. It's given by thing on landing. We've got 800 in our decision height, which is RO. Straight in landing. That's all good. So we'll put in the rest of it later on. We're a long way, as I say, still, but it's nice to have a quick check on what's going on. Let me catch up with the chat. I haven't looked at it in a while. So we should be all good. I mean, well, actually, I think we've leveled off. Yeah, we leveled off, of course. 350. There we go, and heading out across into the sea of Italy. Heading out across the Sea of Italy. So there is Speedbird 32 behind us. Going along. So we're holding Mach 78. So yeah, it's looking pretty nice. Making our way across. That's all good. So cruise check, so just see what kind of fuel's been used. 940930. All waypoints are good.
Italian 1620, apologies, monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
Thanks very much. Bye-bye. Alitalia 1620.
It's pretty nice. So, now to the reference. Just have a look at the references. Lovely views, of course, is now flat as we go over out and across Italy. Looking really nice. Just getting up some arrival stuff. Great, that's all good then. I'll leave that there. If you want to know how to use custom camera views, which is what we're using today, I've got a tutorial on it. Hope it explains it enough. If it doesn't, feel free to DM me in Discord. I'll try and set it up for you guys.
Milan Tower, good
do my
day.
best.
This is KLM 442 at gate 510 with Romeo, looking for IFR to Gatwick.
KLM 442 at hello, I only cover flight level 195 and above, so you can call airborne.
Sorry about that, I was on the wrong frequency.
Right, all good. So, yeah, cruising along then, I guess. Distance-wise, 654 to go. Everything is all going along beautifully. 350 level at. Looks great. There's Speedbird 32 up there. Going along. Looks great.
Italy radar, good evening, Volotea.
We're making our own contrail as well, of course. That looks lovely.
Volotea 121.
See the mountains behind us, of course, from where we departed. And the sea ahead of us is where we're heading. We're covering the entire length of Italy
121, squawk
in this flight today.
5507.
Of course, we're heading from north of Italy to
5507
south of Italy, so
Volotea
full length of
121.
Italy we'll be covering, which is a long, long way, so that's pretty fun. Things we need to put into the red nav. We'll have a look at them when we get close. We've got a long, long way to go, so I'm not going to shove them in yet. I'll shove them in when we get a little bit later. But there are quite a few, so we'll have a look at that in a bit. If you can donate, please do that using the Streamlabs link in the description. You do have to create a account, sadly, as we haven't passed through the 1,000 subscriber mark. So yeah, we're on our road to 100. So if you haven't already, please do hit subscribe. Helps me out amazingly. And if you can, please do join the Discord in the description. I'm always online. It's nice to see some people.
Alitalia 313 Italy radar, hello, identified, climb flight level 300.
So we're just maintaining Mach 7.78. It's going pretty well. You can see Speedbird coming up on this right hand side there on TCAS. It's going by. Lovely, of course, he goes by on the right hand side. Right, if you bear with me a second, guys, back in a minute.
Milano radar, Buenos Aires, this is Cabo Verde 650.
And we're back. Hello.
Correction, Cabo Verde 650 radar. Hello, squawk, standby. Cabo Verde 650.
Really nice
55,
cruising along there.
60.
So we're over the coast. We turn on the weather radar, just have a look at what's going on.
Squawking 5560,
So,
Cabo Verde 650.
zoom in a bit. Nothing to see on the weather radar, so that's all good. 620 miles to run. Long way. We can only see maximum 360. So how far are we going? So we're over the coast then, of course, making our way down past France or Italy. What am I talking about?
Cabo Verde 650. Thank you. Identified descent flight level 200.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Continue descent to flight level 200, Cabo Verde 650.
Speedbird 56, Foxtrot, report ready for descent.
There goes Speedbird. Going really well. Nice flights. So as I say, we'll be doing a podcast later on this evening at 7 o'clock with the departure lounge. So thank you very, very much for inviting me along to join you. Looking forward to that a lot. This is our second leg of the Round the World tour. First leg we went from Manchester to Innsbruck, and on this one we're now making our way from Innsbruck down to
Tango Oscar Romeo Lima India.
Innsbruck down to
Fly director Tolly.
Where are we going?
015.
Zakynthos, that's where we're going. Innsbruck down to Zakynthos, so a good second leg to our Round the World tour, which is a lot of fun. If you want to join us, like Speedbird has, please do. Right, if you just stand by with me, actually, I've got a slight issue. Give me a minute. That should be okay. I am back, so I had to unplug and replug my headphones. I hope that's all good. Should be alright. Fantastic.
Speedbird 56 Foxtrot descent flight level 200.
Max 78 going along nicely. Having to hop into the first officer seat. I've got the screens off. As I was told, there was a little bit of lag with them on, so I thought, alright, let's turn them off. Pretty misty up here. If we zoom in again, we'll get a little TCAS and we'll see where Speedbird is. There you go, it's just past us. Oof, we're really close, look at that. Really shouldn't be that close, but yeah. Oh, what have I done? Hit the wrong button. Yeah, I don't really want to be that close, but that'll do. It's alright.
Inbound backward.
Screenshots.
Hello, identified.
But yeah, next time you gotta remember at Innsbruck there is a 4-minute delay for departures. I just noticed it was a little bit close. I've got in trouble actually yesterday from Gatwick. I went a little bit too close to another guy, so don't want to go too close. 4-minute delay at Innsbruck because of that departure. The way we curled out of the airport and go straight back almost over it. You don't want two aircraft on that departure at the same time, and 4 minutes is the time it takes to get fully away. So 4 minutes from rolling, to make sure you don't get a situation like this where actually the aircraft took off second, was overtaking quite close. Makes it easier for the controller. Anyway, holding 350, standard pressure. We are over the sea, and we're going into a little bit of mist, it would appear. But we're not allowed to climb or go any faster, so it's restricted down here.
Milano radar, Cabo Verde 650, approach flight level 200.
Cabo Verde 650, roger, further descent to your discretion, monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
122.8, Cabo Verde 650, bye.
My headphone wires are really getting tangled. It's a bit annoying. Well, if any of you are watching the Grand Prix, go ahead and let me know what the results are on that.
Other buon pomeriggio, Skylink 14 passing flight level 203.
I haven't checked on it, but I accidentally scheduled the stream just during it. Nice to know what's going on.
5557.
Squawk 5557, Skylink 114.
Let's see if we can get 390 in the cruise.
Thank
Just,
you. Identified climb flight
get out
level
this cloud.
290.
That's nice to see what we can do. See if I request flight with 390.
Climb flight level 290, Skylink 14.
Easy 3321 now. Request flight level 390.
Easy 3321 request is copied. Standby.
Roger, standby. Be nice to get out of this cloud as well. I'm thinking it'll go for a long time as we cruise along.
Easy 3321 for level change. Turn right heading 170.
Right heading 170. Easy 3321. Over to 170 so that we split off away from him so that we can get a higher altitude. Go. It's fairly deviation from our route, but it'd be nice to be able to climb up actually out of the cloud and get a little bit higher. 390 also is the highest 320 you can go, so it'd be quite nice to see what happens as we get higher and the performance actually on 320 can get a little bit crazy, so that might be a bit fun. Now, interestingly, the A320 is only designed to cruise at Mach 0.78, 0.76, so we're already pushing the limit of the speed which the A320 Neo can actually do. Seeing as we're not, we're not going too fast, we're only doing 290 knots, but of course our altitude means we're going very fast. It's interesting. I'll change the clock cruise. In the cruise box there, so that it knows what the temperature is going to be. So it's going to be minus 52 outside as we get up to that altitude.
Easy 3321, turn left heading 140.
Left 140 is 3321.
Easy 3321 on that heading, climb flight level 390.
On heading, climb flight level 390 is 3321. There we go. We'll set to open climb, which we have. Open climb. There we go. The aircraft will make its way up. See, it's turning nice and small turns, and that's the experimental version, meaning the autopilot works really, really well. So we've got small turns to make it more comfortable for passengers, of course. At this kind of altitude, you don't want to be flinging around the aircraft. This is the trolley dollies as they are going down the cabin. The cabin crew going down, making sure everything's handing out drinks, I assume. So we don't want to be rolling the aircraft around drastically. There's the speedbird over there. Put a bit of distance between ourselves and him. And we're climbing up, so all the way up 390, so pretty high.
Italia, buongiorno, challenge cargo 350 heavy, flight level 190, inbound, Sovan, request higher.
Challenge cargo 350, identified, climb flight level 300.
It's on the open climb then.
Challenge cargo 350.
This heading will actually take us all the way down. In theory, he could clear us direct to there, and actually that'd be alright. But, yeah. There we go, we're out the cloud as we get up to, and actually the heading means that we've got cloud running all the way along here. So our altitude and cloud and the direction he took us off in means we're out the cloud now, which is nice. So I was hoping to get out of that. You get a nicer view of the Italian coast down our right. Oh, got an airport down there. Wonder what that is.
Tango India November Kilo Uniform.
Lima India Papa Yankee.
Skylink 114, roger, standby. Super 56 Fox, contact Romeo 125.5, goodbye.
So, if any of you guys actually, just out of interest, bought the DC6, I was thinking of buying it for the channel and seeing what it's like. Maybe take it out on a stream a couple of times, something like that. I'd have to see, but I don't know. What would you guys think? Would you recommend it to me? If you guys, had it, what would you recommend it? Or do you think it's a no? Or what do you reckon? So, yeah. Oh, I left my cat sock on.
And Skylink 114, say again, the requested direct.
Direct to Tango India November Kilo Uniform, Tinku, Skylink 114.
Ugh.
Skylink 114, roger, cleared now direct to Tinku.
Thank you very much, direct to Tinku, Skylink 114.
So, let's have a look at what Zakynthos. So, Zakynthos is an island in the Ionian Sea. It's third largest of the Ionian Islands, off the coast of Greece. It's a separate regional unit to the Ionian Islands. It covers an area of 405 kilometers squared, so it's a big island. It has 76 miles of coastline along it. Really lovely. Of course, it's got its massive international airport, which we're landing at. I say massive. It still requires a backtrack. Fairly short runway, so not massive, but pretty good. It's pretty big, so we're looking forward to that. That'll be pretty fun. Let's just roll the map a little bit up to 80. That'd be nice. Lots of blue caves apparently. Only accessible by small boats. Yeah, so it's a really nice island we're going to be heading to. Looking forward to that. Oh. So, Zakynthos Airport, otherwise known as Dionysios Solomos Airport. So, it's got a 2,228 meter runway, heading 160 and 140. Oh, what's going on here?
15510.
Standard pressure's really just changed around there. Obviously headed over something it didn't like. I don't know what was going on there. Suddenly it descended.
Easy 3321, resume on navigation direct to Pickle Papa India Kilo Echo Lima.
Can you say... Wait, so proceed direct Pickle, easy 3321.
Safer.
Odd way of saying it. I guess he was spelling it out to us, of course, but right, proceed during direct Pickle. Make sure the heading's properly managed. There we go, and we're rolling onto that heading there. Where's Mr. Speedbird 32? Yeah, nicely spaced out. Splitting off the coast a bit. A long way down now, actually. We've made good distance. About halfway through the trip. So, long way to go. So, we could start to have a look, I guess, at what we need to drop into our route
Uniform Tango 292 identifies your cleared direct.
So, checking out here, we can see the star is the Astus 2 Foxtrot arrival. So, we're going to be level 80 right at this point here. And let's come around, we want to make sure. So, we head to the VOR 34, which is what we're going to be coming in on. Kefalinia. Oh, let me check again. I don't know if we come from Kefalinia or not. Do we come from Kefalinia? No, we're coming from Aketo. Aketo. This is where we're coming from. So we don't need to worry about Akito. We don't need to tune anything. That's a waypoint we're going to have. Make sure we're at 5,000 there for our approach. Straight in landing runway 34.
Request to leave the cockpit for 10 minutes.
So, Zakynthos 110.8 is the VOR frequency we need to
report one back to the cockpit.
Thank you.
So, I can clear the ADF frequency from Innsbruk, because that is just in the way. And we put 110.8 into our nav page there. Left, that goes in. That is the actual VOR rad nav we're going to need. And I'm going to put in a course of 340 as our final approach course. So yeah, we don't need anything else. We can put the Zakynthos ADF, which is 326. We don't need this. We need that, because that is actually the approach. That's what we need for the approach. It's gonna be a VOR approach today, so we need that. We don't need this. We can lob it in. As it looks a bit sick. There you go. So that's in. There are two frequencies, so we can switch them on.
Protea 0155, ready descend.
Be a long time until we pick them up as we're a long way away from anything.
Thank you, descend flight level 200.
Descend to 200, Protea 0155.
Cool. See the two planes tracking along there. It's lovely that actually the fly-by-wire have added TCAS to the aircraft, which of course they have. It'll actually go red when you get too close, which is an amazing piece of kit they've added into that. See the lovely arrival there. Looking a bit crazy, but a lot of fun. So that is a good arrival. That's a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. But of course, yeah, they've added TCAS, but then of course by adding that, add it to the VFR map, so we can actually see aircraft on the VFR map, which is a lot of fun when you're at places such as Gatwick, where there's loads and loads of aircraft everywhere. That's a bit of fun. So yeah, keeping an eye on that set calculator, because we will we should receive percent from him as we pass out of his airspace. We'll be passing out of his airspace here. We'll be joining someone else's airspace. We'll then be leaving their airspace at Nosto. So we'll leave their airspace. But actually, we're going to make sure we're at level 8,000
turn left heading 350.
by Astus.
Left 350, Volunteer 0155.
8,000, so a while to go. But needs to be
Easy 3
considered.
Foxtrot, request flight level 390.
Easy 3 Foxtrot, roger, stand by.
Roger.
Velocity 0155, stop descent, flight level 290.
Close up to a nice little small box. I'll drag it over to the right side. See actually the coast of... I don't actually know the country of that coast. I think it's Turkey? Or something around there. See the coast of that actually is we're just sort of tracking down in the middle of the channel here in the middle.
Just to inform you, I had pretty close traffic here. Don't know if I'm on the wrong route.
Anatolia 313, roger, I can't see anyone close to you at the moment, stand by.
That might be just his traffic. We can turn on the first officer's displays now. I thought they caused a bit of lag, but I think we'll be okay. We can turn that on.
It was about 1,000 feet below me in the opposite direction.
Anatolia 313, roger, I have one item that just passed you, flight level 280, so 2,000 below.
I'll leave this one at 10 miles display. But there we go. So it's going to be a low auto rate landing. It's a pretty long runway. I mean, When we get up the charts, you guys can judge for yourselves. But actually, we've got a medium distance runway here, with towards the terminals in the middle. But on landing, we will be landing, turning around at the end, backtrack, exiting at Alpha 3, parking on the stands here on the left.
Solid 0155, thank you. Clear direct to Baroque.
So it's pretty long. It's
Repeat, please,
very long
Roman,
runway, so it's only a low water brake, but of course we will take manual braking
navigation now direct to
after
Osbo,
the
Oscar, Sierra, Bravo, Uniform Lima.
auto brake stuff, because
Fly direct to Osbo.
we don't want to run off the end. I almost did it the other day. It's pretty close when I was just practicing what the airport's like. It's pretty close. So, you know, on a lookout.
Challenge, Cargo 35, Zulu, Roger, descend flight level 200.
So with that 390, we have a look at the cabin altitude. Cabin altitude is 8,000 feet, so that's slightly uncomfortable for some passengers, maybe. But I don't know if that takes it down. But that would be not as comfortable
nothing further, monitor Unicom
as
122.8, goodbye.
lower altitude. The actually A350 can keep the cabin
Ciao.
altitude at 5,000, making it just more comfortable so ears don't pop as much for people in the cabin. And it's a much more comfortable atmosphere if you don't have that.
Alitalia 313,
yeah.
expected approach for Malpensa to be ready on the MSD.
Alitalia 313, Roger, I'll get that for you.
Fantastic, so we've got the map here.
Thank you, Alitalia 313.
That's great.
Skylink 14, back to the cockpit.
Skylink 114, thank you, and you can report ready for descent.
Where is he? There's Jones Aviation. There he is. Really, really nice. So we got the distance to the VOR that will come up, and what we'll actually get, we'll get a ILS sort of image appear here, and that'll be what we got to keep an eye on to make sure we capture that properly. And then what we're going to do is follow a descent gradient to such I believe it's 3 degrees. There's a descent gradient down. 83% throttle, pretty high. Cruising us along. I got to keep an eye on fuel usage actually. Because we went slightly higher, we used a bit more fuel in the climb. We got 5360
Alitalia 313, the current wind
fuel
at
left.
Malpensa is 200 degrees at 6 knots, so I would suggest maybe the ILS 17 left.
5340. So gross weight. So used 1,500. So we're perfectly fine. That is absolutely fine.
Yes, and
that won't be a problem for us.
I will take the Mebur to Echo.
Fair amount of pitch up actually at this high altitude because of course so high the air over our wings is not as great because it's the air gets less dense.
Foxtrot, is there any update on our cross to flight change?
Easy 3 Foxtrot, stand by, just have company behind you.
Roger, no problem, thank you very much.
Italy radar, good evening, correction, good afternoon. With 552.
So we check an eye on our arrival time. Our arrival time is 3:04, so we made a little bit of progress on that. We've actually brought that down a bit. So we're due to arrive in just under an hour, about 55 minutes or so, which is pretty good work. We can start to see a cluster of waypoints there coming into view, which is these turn here. Starting to make progress.
151, contact Roma
towards our arrival.
124.2.
If we want to get the Cephalonia VOR frequency in there, that's 1155. That's VOR 2 there. We can set that up there. Well, that's the Cephalonia VOR, and the one on the left is the Zakynthos VOR. But on our arrival, when we head from Lapland to Ascus, Cephalonia is pretty much directly ahead, so we want to have that to make sure we're on course. And we can. It's not necessary, but it's nice to keep an eye on the accuracy of our navigation displays.
From Tango 292A firm 124.2.
Right, who are we going to be onto next? We're not going to be onto Russian radar. We might be onto Milano radar, although no, Milano radar's lower.
114, Roger, stand by.
So actually, no, this was our last control. That was our last person. Italy control. Wanted to use late, so that's it. That's we won't have any more controls.
501 Papa, passing through run up, passing through Baxon, directing run up at 5 level 360.
Enter 501 Papa, low identified. Skylink 114 for descent, call Roma on 124.2, goodbye.
124.2, Sky 14, ciao.
So we'll be with Italy control, so our next one will be on TTS late, so we won't need to contact the understand. We won't have a controller for the arrival. But
Alitalia 313,
that'll be alright. He's giving a lot of people standby. I think he's very busy, to be honest. He's very busy. A lot of people in his airspace. I'm just checking on
Reporting flight level
Simaware, actually.
Challenge cargo 350, nothing further. You can descend to your discretion. Monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
Sent at your discretion, so he's going to LUIP control.
Alitalia 313, descend flight level 200.
So he currently covers the entire of Italy. Nice. He covers the area of Nice. I don't think he's controlling that, but he could do. Right the way down to the edge of the foot. So if I just I drag this across and show you guys. Similar, of course, this is. But he covers you all the way down the coast. Here's us. All the way down. And Zakynthos is just here. Literally right the way down to here. That's where he controls, and then we drop off his coverage onto someone else. So yeah, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Nicely sat there. We've got a lovely. If you aren't already subscribed, please do hit subscribe if you can. It'd be amazing. Thank you very, very much. If you're just joining us, we're currently cruising 390 down the Italian coast. Getting towards the end of Italy, actually. We've come from Innsbruk all the way down, making our way along the coast for a landing into Zakynthos. We're doing just over Mach 8.0.81. We're sat just around that point on the Mach 3, which is pretty speedy.
Thank you for the service. Alitalia 142.
And enjoying flight level 390. So yeah, it's going pretty well.
Gotcha, 25 hotel, nothing further. Monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
There we go. We can see the cluster of waypoints. There's loads of them to make the which actually is on the charts. It's just a smooth curve, but of course, to make it, we have to have all these little waypoints. We've got loads and loads and loads of little waypoints to make that lovely curve. I've never seen so many.
Enter 74 Mike Juliet, clear direct to Talep, Tango Alpha, Lima X.
If you guys have any questions, please let me know. But zip along a flight level 390. It's very good control of this, actually. It's doing pretty well. So our alternate for today is Elgav, Athens, which, in case we can't get to Zakynthos, which is possible. You know, the winds aren't too bad, but of course if we don't make it, we'll divert to Athens. Yeah, right, I'm just going to be out the cockpit for a couple of minutes, so stand by. I'm just going to request from the controller. Easy 3321, request out of flight deck, 5 minutes.
Easy 3321, that's approved.
Thank you. Right, I'll catch you guys in a minute. I'm just going to grab a jumper.
Echo Juliet Uniform 87 Tango Pop, hello, standby. Alpine 87 Tango Pop, squawk 5551.
5551.
Alitalia 313, descent is at your discretion now, monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
Descend on discretion, 122 decimal 8, Italia 26. Thank you, goodbye.
Goodbye.
From Beretta, good evening. This is your 22 Whiskey is with you at flight level 400.
Vista Jet, 22 Whiskey, Italy, low squawk 5567.
5567, this is 22 Whiskey.
Vista Jet, 22 Whiskey, thank you, radar contact.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Got a jumper. It's getting a little bit cold where I am. We're all good.
Alpine 87 Tango Papa, climb flight level 340.
Heading across this lovely piece of coastline. If I just move us outside the ring there.
And Alpine 87 Tango Papa, you're
Lovely
clear
corner of
direct
coastline
to Latin
there.
Lima Alpha Bravo India November.
Lovely, lovely area. Looks great from the sky. How's everything going up front? Oh, we're getting a bit closer there. We can see the airport within our range.
Two stations
And
at once,
Nosto is the end of his
Papa,
coverage.
you're clear direct to
So
Latin
we've got
Lima
106 miles
Alpha
till we actually
Bravo
pop
India
out
November.
of his control zone. So we've got to watch out for that.
With 5524, request set time flight level 340.
Wizz Air 5524, Roger, squawk 5570.
Squawk 5570 and climb flight level 340. Thank you very much. With 5524.
Oh, apologies guys. I had a keybind set. I clicked it accidentally. There we go. Sorry about that.
EC3 Foxtrot, climb flight level 390.
The 390, EC3 Foxtrot.
Apologies for that. I clicked the wrong button there. Sorry. I'm eating my food. Cruising along nicely. How much fuel have we used? 1,700. That's all right. 4,900 left. That is all good. Massive cluster of waypoints there. Looks lovely.
Enter 501 Papa, contact Roma 124.2, goodbye.
124.2, enter 501 Papa, thank you.
All stations Italy now closing, monitor Unicom 122.8.
Thanks, thanks.
Alright, he's closed. On to Unicom. Sorry, I'm eating a biscuit. There we go, sorry. See how far we got to go. Not too far. We're getting there nicely. Oh. There's one generating a contrail up there. Okay, 0.7. That's not too bad. It's not accelerating. I don't want to work them too hard. I'll just drag that back. I don't want to burn too much fuel. Quite a lot of fuel left, but let's check where the fuel is. We've got majority of our fuel in the wing tanks, none in the center tanks. Lots in the exterior tanks. Lots of fuel being used. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. Because 390 wasn't our planned cruise originally, so we'll be burning a little bit more fuel up at this altitude. So I've got to keep an eye out for that. Ugh. Yeah, now I don't know if it's a chasing thing, but I'm just interested here. Here, you can see he's 32 is doing 531 knots. 533. I'm doing 513. Now, I can't go any faster. Because I'm actually over speeding, so it's... he's doing... I don't know how he's going that fast, but he's doing good. Anyway. Loads and loads of waypoints starting to come up there. So we'll keep an eye on Navigraph. And we'll check for our arrivals. So around the corner of Kefalonia, on the arc into Zakynthos, round Litsi and into Zakynthos. There's Latan there. On that waypoint thing there, there's Latan. So interesting, we don't seem to be going to Latan for our arrival. We're going straight into Aspis, I think. We're going straight into KFN 27. Alright, and we're coming from... Where are we coming from? It's interesting. Just see where we're coming from. Coming from Xapo. Or where are we then going? Nosto. Straight then down. And that's not actually part of the arrival, so I'll have to see what happens there. But we've cut a little bit of the corner out there. Not really a problem, but interesting. Lovely wing view, of course, cruising over the Italian coastline. If you're just returning, please do hit a like if you haven't already. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Helps me out a lot. It's really amazing. We've hit 65 subscribers recently. We're on our way up to that of 100, which would be absolutely amazing. So let's try and keep this going. It'll be really good. So, chilling along here. Level 390. Here's the foot of Italy. Approaching the end of the Italian coast in a minute here. We need to start thinking about descending. We've got 143 miles on our descent range. We zoom into 160. 143 is about there at the very top of that. So we'll just watch for when these waypoints come into the top. Check for it. We're not picking up the Colina VOR, and because of the heading we're coming in on, I'm actually going to clear that VOR from the sea. We don't need that. Switch that to ADF2. Division height of 800. I'm going to get a latest METAR report, see what's going on with the weather. So we'll be landing in approximately, let's have a look. We're landing at 02. It's 27. We'll be landing in just over half an hour. 4 o'clock British time. What is it? 3? Is that UTC? Yeah, UTC time. We'll be landing at 3. Which is GMT. So, right, company message has been received. There. AOC. Receive messages. METAR. Print. Brilliant. Pickle. We're through the pickle. Our way down the Italian coast. Getting towards the very end of Italy. Leaving Italy and making our way down. Zakynthos. Suzoda, hello! Welcome. Welcome. You join us cruising, just about to start our top of descent for Zakynthos. It's been a long cruise. So, yeah, hello. Welcome. We're just sort of chilling along at this altitude. Lads, do any of you know about the DC-6 or about the Top Gun pack? I haven't really checked out either of them, and I'm quite interested in what they are. I don't really know anything about it, so if any of you guys know, do let me know through the chat. I don't know what's going on, so I haven't really seen. I've seen the DC-6. I haven't seen it in action much, so I'm quite interested in what it is. You know, is it amazing? I don't know. We'll have to see. So, there's Latam on our right there, which we're going to be avoiding to the north slightly. So we're not actually coming in from Latam, we're going north, but we're coming down from the north, across on this line to 27 KFN, by which point we need to be 8,000, and then we'll descend us. DC-6 seems great. Yeah, it does seem great, doesn't it? Yeah, I was having someone else's opinion. I was having a look at it. I couldn't quite make up my mind on it. It's not an A320, of course, and I do love the 320, so it's not a 320 sadly, but it is pretty nice, so I haven't really formed an opinion on it yet. I'll have to see. I have to find out some more details on it. Which, yeah, I don't really know much about it, so I'll have to check on that. Ugh. How's the flight going on our end? Well, it's going alright. We're sat 390, Mach 0.87. It's pretty speedy. We're zipping along, very speedy for a 320. 320, only designed to go Mach 7.6, so we are absolutely gunning it. But I think on a long flight like this, which is taking us a while, it's not too bad to go quickly. So we're not at Nosto yet. We'll be there pretty soon. across to the first officer's side. We've got some lovely freeware scenery available, which for Zakynthos, which we will be using today. So I'm looking forward to that very much. That'll be pretty cool. Alright, that is all good. There you go, you can see them coming in. It's about 143 miles to those waypoints, so dial in 8,000 and down we go. Make our way down. Right, if I close this and hit the locate, there we go, we can see ourselves here. Heading towards Nosto. From Nosto, we're actually making our way down to there. So from Nosto, we're just heading direct across here to here. Forgotten which one are we on? Are we on the 2 Foxtrot? So on this chart is the one. They're leveled by 8,000 at 27 KFN. $134 miles or so, and that is how far to KFN. Wait, it's got Latan in there. Latan and Nosto. That is, Latan can be cleared. I'm not going for Latan, I'm going for it. Okay. So. I don't know what it's doing, but heading. So not Capo, no, direct Nosto. Well, we can just go direct to KFN 27. Okay. KFN 27 direct. There we go, so we form that line that's straight down there. We begin that there. That's all good. Yeah, happy with that. And then we got 130 miles to run till that. We're descending with about 130, so I'm just going to reduce that down slightly. That's all good. So that is fun. Yeah. Cool. Give me a second. Oh, right, sorry about that. Right, so descending is all good. On in. Lost touch with that a little bit. There we go, right. Okay, descend to 1315, all the way down to that 8,000 mark. 111 miles to go, 116 on the descent calculator, that's all good. Keep gently cruising down. We're dropping down nicely. So our max speed's starting to fall off a bit, so get down, slowing down nicely. We're approaching that nice corner around there. Sorry, let me hop up at the live chat. I think it's lagging on my phone slightly. Anyway. First through 30,000. All the way down to 80, still going.
You have any three Foxtrot sending down to 5,000 feet, so you are approaching 34 into sector, sir.
And you calm, easy. 3321. We're descending through flight level 290 for 8,000 level by DME 27 or Kilo Foxtrot November for the Zakynthos arrival. Astus to Foxtrot for the VOR runway 34. Cool. It's all good. I'll get the hand cam going again once we finish our approach. And I'm back. Alright, sorry. So, meet our report. We got that latest one. I did print it off, I think, but we got to check what the latest weather reports say. So at the time of 21, that's, yeah, 5, 160 at 6 knots. Okay, it's changed. At 6 in the winds, and we've got a QNH of 1010. So that's changed nicely better. The temperature is 30 degrees, so it's chilled slightly, and the transition altitude is 5,000. And I'm all happy with that. Still, that's a good approach. Dial the speed back, I'll drop it into managed. It wants to say to 280 knots, interesting. I'll let it drop off. Not complaining. Let the speed drop down to 280 knots. We need to slow down anyway, we're passing through that 10,000 mark fairly soon. We're going to go ahead and turn on terrain display and turn off our weather radar. I won't use any spoilers or anything, we'll just let the speed drop off slowly. And there we go, we've picked up the Zakynthos VOR. See, it's directly ahead of us, 128 miles, that's 128 miles direct to the airfield. That's perfect. So, we'll keep our descent 8,000. We don't need then to descend anything until the next point, which is fine. There you go, speed's dropped off down to 290 knots. Slowing it down, which will mean 67 miles of descending. Well, it's 68 miles, so that's perfectly fine. Until we hit that first waypoint of the massive curve. Quite interested to go around it, see. I don't actually know what will happen, because if we go around, of course, waypoint after waypoint after waypoint, making the turn, that'll be amazing. Right, I'm just going to drop a link into the chat, and that is for the podcast later tonight with the Departure Lounge. If you can join us, that'd be absolutely amazing. We're going to be chatting about all things Vatsim and some general simulator aviation. So that's going to be a lot of fun. He is definitely on his way to 1K with 851 subscribers. So please, let's get him over that. Let's get him over that 1K boundary. That'd be absolutely amazing. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing there. Here it is. Please go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like the video, and I'll see you guys later when we join. Now the thing is, we don't actually need to be level 80 by these waypoints. It'd be good to be. Of course, we don't have to be, because we are just going to be then descending all the way around them for our arrival. Miles to run, it's all good. That VFR map is very helpful, but it does sort of ruin the realism a little bit, I do think. I don't know if you guys agree with me. It does ruin the realism just that tad bit. So there's no actual speed restrictions around the turn that we need to adhere to, so we can just go 250 knots all the way around. Final approach course is 340, so that is exactly what we hoped it would be. There ahead of us we can see an island coming into view. And that island is the island of Kefalonia, which is just north of Zakynthos. We're not doing the circle to land procedure. Coming in for our straight in landing. In case of a missed approach procedure, we're going to intercept and follow R340, which is a heading of 340. We're going to continue at 340, climb to 2000 at DME 6. So when we're at 6 miles then away from the airfield, we turn right and proceed direct back to the Zakynthos VOR for the then to. So it's easier if I show you guys. Here's for a misapproach. We come in, we're going to go around and back over the airport for another try again. Permitted to try twice after it failed, so if we have to go around try one more time, have to go around again, then we will divert to our airport. So, don't want to do that. Because of the nature of the airport, it's not like a super solid brake that we need to do. We don't need to brake unbelievably hard, but we do need to brake at certain. So if we are a little bit high and don't touch down in time, we'll initiate a go around and we'll go around. So keep an eye out for that. Interestingly, I've been doing a little bit of research whilst we were flying along. The reason for this massive curve around here is the airport here. Its departures can come out here, and this gives us, by going out here, is a spacing away from that airport. They sort of have a bubble here, it's class Charlie airspace, and we basically avoid that by staying outside of there. So that's sort of a bubble going around here, which we stay out of. So that's why we have to avoid it. Decrease the descent rate there. Don't want to be there far too early. There's no real need to. So link in the chat if you go check that out. That is the Departure Lounge channel. Please do hit and please subscribe. Doing great work with all his lovely podcasts that are so interesting all the time. We'll be having a chat this evening about all things to do with Vatsim and simulator aviation. So we're well into the start here. Oh, not really. We're still outside of it. We almost are in it. So we're down ever so slightly early at our altitude. I've got the terrain display on my my side. The first officer hasn't got anything. Oh, and I meant to ask you guys, would you be interested in a shared cockpit flight if we did one as part of a different stream, maybe? Me and someone on Discord did a shared cockpit flight, keeping things as real as possible. Talking like first officers as a shared cockpit stream. That might be quite interesting. You guys could join us in your other aircraft. Maybe shared cockpit with someone else. I don't know, but we'll have to see. But maybe if you guys are interested, let me know. That'd be quite fun. So where are you, Speedbird? Have you begun that turn? Ah, yes. So you've begun your arrivals. Nice work. Oh, we're coming up to 10,000. So we're going to slow. It'll slow us down automatically to 250 knots. Set the TGAS to all. So we actually pick up everyone. See if we can see Mr. Speedbird. Can't, he's just outside of our range. But we're approaching that point of turn. If you're just joining us, welcome. We've begun our full descent, passing through 110. We'll be finishing. Set up a poll on our my Discord server for share cockpit. I don't think we need to do a poll. I think we'll do it. I was just checking if you guys were interested in it, which it seems to be, which is cool. Right, there we go. So let's drop down to 250 knots there, so that'll slow us down. Use idle power. Slow ourselves down to 250 knots. So 10,000. Leave the seatbelt signs off for a second, but we'll turn them on in a minute for this rest of the approach. So we're going to be going around corners the whole time. We'll leave it off, and then we'll shove it on when we get to this sort of area here, halfway around or so. We'll let speed drop off naturally around these corners. We don't need to deploy some spoilers or anything. It's not. I don't think we need to. It'll slow down nicely. Hopefully. Right, there we go. So there's the first waypoint there, straight ahead of us. meant like a group thing. Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. Yes, that'd be good. A poll. Yes, you're right. Election. Yes. That's exactly what it's like. Yeah. Right. So transition altitude, I think, is about 5,000. So we're almost down at 8. And then our next descent is going to be 6,000. Probably do a vertical speed of about 1800. Say about 9 miles of descent we need to do. Or even less than that. If you're all joining us, you're joining us at the right time, as we've actually begun the tricky approach into Zakynthos. We can see the aircraft here heading towards Astus, and from Astus we make our turn round and in around this corner with all these waypoints to make that corner nice. All these waypoints for that corner, which, if you weren't here, we've decided is because it avoids the airport that's here. Helps keep all the arrivals since it's been lots away. There we go, we're level at 8,000. Speed's knocked off to 250 knots, fantastic. That's where we want to be. 3 miles till that point, and then we'll begin our right hand turn. Follow that nice approach. And we'll shove on the seatbelt signs for this big corner. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. There we go, they should be in the seats. Slight left turn towards the first one. Wait for it. And then we're going to make that right 90-degree turn in a second. And there we go. Going round. Wing low and wing high. Rolling it round. Massive, massive curve here. Where this crossover of words is where we then descend for 6,000. We've got about 40 miles worth of curve. So we've still got 98 miles to run to the actual airport. We've got a lot of just turning around this road here. Unicom is a 3321 level at 8,000, passing through Astus for the Axis 2 Foxtrot arrival runway 34 into Zakynthos. Cool. $53 miles direct to the airport, 93 miles worth of turns and stuff, because if we have a look here we can see we're on correctly following this now. But we've got to go all the way, we go towards it, we then go down, we then go round. So lots of weird turning and stuff to do. The IAF is only for the 2 Foxtrot, so that's 110.8, which we, I believe, have inserted. 10.8, of course, Zakynthos there. So that is only for our arrival, so we're lucky, as it were. This is why I changed the routing just before the stream, if you noticed, to fit this arrival. So much nicer arrival than the others. And there it is, there's the island of Zakynthos, over to the left there. That's the island over there. Interesting approach, low over the water. This could be good, but then of course we've got this weird arrival to avoid the airport, this airport here, round for then. I didn't hear that. That was a bit faint. I didn't hear that. I have to turn him up a little bit. Maybe V-pilot needs to go louder. Maybe I don't know, but I couldn't hear that. I'll have to check. I'll say again. Just gonna keep making these left turns all the way around our lovely arrival pattern. Left again. And if we look at Navigraph, we're staying perfectly on the routing round.
ED3 Foxtrot, crossing radio check.
3 Foxtrot, easy 3321, reading you much better now. That's better.
Thank you very much.
So trundling round.
Alpha Talk 7 for Mike Hotel. Looks like we're on a bit of a pass towards each other. If you could report your speed, that would be great. Thank you very much.
Was that you'd like easy 3321 to report speed? Somebody wants? I don't know. Is he? Sorry, Speedbird. Did you want me to do it, or did you want him to do it? Who are you asking? Ah, 74 Mike Hotel is also coming in. I see what you mean now, ladies and gentlemen. This is the man coming in from Bristol in the UK. So he's had an unbelievable journey.
ED321, don't worry, it was Thomas Cook 74 Mike Hotel. We're on a bit of a pass towards each other.
Roger Dodge, seen him here then, he's 3321. Okay, well, so he's gonna fly over the airport basically, and then do a sort of weird pattern out the back and go in. I don't know. I'd slow down probably to your slower approach speed. Right, we're about to pass through the point where we need to descend to 6,000. So that's LGKR traffic. That's KF. LGKR somewhere around here. Right, I'll make our slow descent down to 6,000. Nothing major. "46 miles direct to the airport. And 74 miles following our route. We won't make any more directs. I think we'll just follow the route all the way around, especially if someone else is going in.
ED3321, as you're on the same star as me, I've just slowed down to 30.
Roger, it's 3321. Okay, you're slowing down, that's all good. We'll carry on. It's not too bad. But you're a long way ahead, you're about 40 miles ahead or so. That's all good. Loving these turns. It's just slowly turning us all the way around. We're making our way down to 6,000. Still, there's the island off to our left. We've got to go all the way around and down into there. So, still feels like quite a long way to go. I'll drop our descent rate. Ugh, that's 8,000 feet, sorry, so I need to be on the actual pressure then. Sorry, the transition is 8,000, didn't realise that. That's 8. And that's what's it also. Oops! There we go. Well, I'm glad I realised. There's a stone in my mouse. Notice that there, let's drop that out. There we go, so it should open climb as 6,000. We're a little bit below it. So you can see here, nicely 6,000. There need to be 5,000 for this one. And then 3,000 for this one. So we don't need to make our way down, but we've got 38 miles direct and 58 miles track. So that's all good. A lovely moon they've added in the Microsoft Flight Sim, looking absolutely incredible up there. And there we go, we can see the airport on the map there. Across there. We don't need the ILS display on for today, of course, because we don't have any, so that's not needed. Taken to the final turns across. Now we need to make our way down to 5,000. Yeah, 1,000 feet per minute. And I'll zoom in on this display to see if we can spot Thebird 32 coming in on the TCAS. Well, I think he's a long way ahead, so that shouldn't be a problem. Where is Speedbird 32? Right, well the Thompson guy has landed, so I don't think it's a problem. He's landed. So you're all good, Speedbird. Carry on. Jones Aviation, sorry. Pig of the Feather, hello. Welcome in the chat. Welcome in the chat. If you're just joining us, we're making our way into Zakynthos now. Getting pretty close to our arriving, finally. After all that time. We were just admiring the moon, looking amazing. And terrain display starting to pick up a couple of islands and things. So that is all good. So we're due to arrive at 12 past our scheduled arrival time. We don't need that descent calculator anymore. Scheduled arrival time was saying we departed 12:25. We departed 2 hours later, so 16:25 UTC. So 15:45. So we're going to arrive 30 minutes earlier than we were supposed to. Hopefully, unless we get delayed, which we shouldn't do. But it's always a possibility. Right, there we go. So we're coming in. So we're going to switch to the VOR map. And we're just outside of it there, so that's on that 5,000 track, which we've just established. So when we get within this red thing, we're on it. Level at 5,000. And then from, yeah, and then we just follow that loop in. Pretty low over the water in. It's perfectly scheduled, this approach. This approach is set up so that everything, which I'm pretty impressed by, we're avoiding everything we need to avoid. There we go, we can see our aircraft coming in here. Really? That's odd. I wonder why we're coming in here. It's interesting, 'cause the star, we're perfectly on the star. So we go to 14 Zak. 5,000 rounded in. Maybe we only pick up. Yeah, I think this is irrelevant. Give me 14 Zak. That's so. That's why. Oh, sorry, just been reading. There we go. So we head direct here, and this is separate until you get to add key. It's separate from the VOR approach. When we hit add key, we then transfer to the VOR approach and follow what the VOR says. But until add key, we're actually going to be on our different one. So we're 5,000. We'll be holding 5,000, dropping to 3,000 as we head around this corner here. 44 track miles to run, 21 track miles direct to the airfield. So we'll just hold 250 knots. Got all the lights on, we sure have. Our ADF will pick up in a minute. Should be good. Yep. Airport's situated in there somewhere. Just gonna go around the island. So Speedbird, have you touched down yet? Or is sorry, Jones Aviation this is. Have you touched down yet? I imagine so. Well, not quite yet. Not quite yet. So when we hit the land, we're going to hit just that point of land there and then make a right turn. So how it works. Higher up area of the land over here. Nothing we need to worry about. All below us. Perfect. The winds are... What are the winds currently? Okay, so the winds are still actually good. That if 160 at 6 knots, we'd be landing on the other runway, so we have to cancel our approach and try something else. But I'll get a new retard report sent out. I'll check what it reckons the live winds are. Whoa! I don't know what's going on here. Right. It's deleted half the approach there. Well, I'll turn us direct to Adaki for R37. R76. Go, go, go. Take us direct there. And the speed, I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's bonkers. It activated approach phase, that's what's just happened. It activated approach phase, so immediately tried to take the aircraft into a slowdown. Ah. Painful, painful, painful. Horus, yes, just in time you are. You are, definitely are. Way of beginning our approach. Slight issue with the aircraft. Activated approach phase, so cancelled everything else. Right, yeah, that's what's happening. Left to that one. Keep our descent going. 29 track miles. Slowing down. We can switch to the RNAV, the VOR chart here. So we're now just following around here. 3,000 feet, and then it wants us 3,000, exactly that. 2,200 level by Litzy, which is where Speedbird is passing over, or Jones Aviation is just passing through. Right, yeah, I knew it would do this, so no, left. So what it's trying to do is head back to the previous...
Easy 3 Foxtrots on about a 5-mile final for runway 34, Zakynthos traffic.
There you go, 3-mile final for runway 34. Zakynthos traffic, user 3321, heading direct to the waypoint Adaki, finishing our arrival, setting up for the VOR runway 34. Outside 220 knots. This is taking a little bit longer than expected, but that's not really a problem. We're all good. Just joining us, you joined us perfectly in time. Finishing our approach. Just going to check what the winds are. And actually, the winds are 3508 knots, so that's not a problem. We don't need to worry about that. I was worried, what is it doing? No. Left. Correct. It's because it's activated approach phase, and what it tried to do is just direct for the runway. Need to go. CD34. Oop, correct. Correct CD34. Ah, such a pain. That's gonna be 2,200. A minute. Send through there. Track miles now, that'll have halved. So it's 200 knots. 200 knots, go flap 1. I'll get the hand camera on so you guys can see what I'm up to. There, hello. That's one has just been set. Sorry, that camera's just been jolted slightly. Let me move it back across so it's in a better position. And drag it forward slightly so you guys can see that properly. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. So it's going to turn left. The plan. On arrival it will then turn left and head towards Litzy for that final touchdown. It's about a 10-mile final, so we slow 180 knots. And go flaps 2. Flaps 2 dropping in down. I will level at 2,200 for Litzy. See here. We make that turn to Litzy. On reaching Litzy, we descend at 3 degrees straight down into the airport. And we can switch to VOR display if we want. We can see there the VOR track, which is directing us to the ILS. So flaps 2 are down. Oh, is that someone on the ground or someone going around? And they're on the ground, fantastic.
That traffic, easy 3 Fox, stay catered runway 34 is an absolute greaser.
So, we're heading direct to Litzy then. What's on? That's 11-mile final. Make sure the pressure's right. What a greaser, just touched down. Jones Aviation, nice work, cool. The airport. So we're turning on, and this will line up straight. If we go past it slightly, that's annoying, basically, because it won't recorrect itself. So we'll have to then deal with that, which it will do. It's going to go on past us slightly. Should re-establish the track. I'll let it get on its line, and then we'll see what's going to happen. The runway is sort of over there. I'm going to turn off the first officer displays to improve lag, guys. And we'll just quit this. Apologies. Right, there we go. So, yeah, we're perfectly on it. VOR nicely established. I'll let it follow the heading. We're going to be on heading 340. Bring it right slightly. Final heading of heading 340. And that's 340 exactly. Slight to the right. I might leave it on manage, see what it wants to do. I'll let it have a think. Right, we need to switch to FPA. And as we hit Litzy, any second now, we begin our descent. So, dial this down to about 100 feet. This isn't quite what you do in the real plane, but it's what we're going to be doing. So then we dial this down 3 degrees, which is about 800 feet per minute. That in there. There we go. Slow this down. And there we go. That's descending down. Fantastic. If you're just joining us, welcome. You're here for the most exciting piece of the landing as we begin our approach. So, arm the spoilers. Speed, go managed, slowing us down to our final speed. Go flaps 3, gear down. Flaps 3 and gear R down. That's good. Getting climb thrust. Check the cabin. Cabin checked. Cabin secure. Flaps full. That's not quite following. We'll go manual. I'll take it across. Flaps are now full. Make sure the cabin's checked. Cabin is checked and secured. Cabin 2 seats for landing, that's all good. Auto brake. Low. Aircraft is ready for landing. I'm going to leave it in auto throttle for a minute. And I'm just going to follow that heading and drift us back. There's the 1000 callouts.
100 above.
100 above. Okay, yeah, continue. So that's 100 above minimums.
Minimum.
Minimum. Continue. Oh. Continue our descent. So the pappies are wrong. I always confuse me a bit, but I was doing loads of testing and following the descent gradient. This is good. Right, throttling back to the throttles match the same RPM as what they were doing to hold speed, and disconnecting, so I now have manual throttle. 400 feet.
$300.
300. Alright, that's all good.
$200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Coming down, reverse thrusters active. Let the nose wheel hit the ground. Nose wheel on the ground. Auto brakes low are active. Speed coming down. 60 knots, reverse thrusters, manual braking. Reverse thrusters off. Continue slow down. Speed coming down. Keep the speed coming down. Keeping the toe brakes on. Gauge the APU. Right, let me catch up with the chat. What time are you doing the departure lounge? 7 PM British time, 6 GMT. That's when it is. That was pretty good landing. I don't know, that was pretty good. We held the centre line nicely. Pretty pleased with that, not too bad. Good wins at Zakynthos. Always good wins. So, spin it round. Make our way back up the runway. Zakynthos traffic, easy 3321, on the back track, on the runway, vacating Alpha 3. We can de-engage that, turn off the landing lights, leaving our strobe lights on as we're still on the runway. Oh, it's gone right. Don't want to run off the runway there. So, keeping the power on, so that we go fairly quickly back down the runway. Butter, according to Jones Aviation. Well, thank you very much. Pretty pleased with that. That was a pretty good touchdown. So, I'll take the flaps up. Whoa! This is the TCA throttle quadrant with add-on pack, in case you guys are wondering. I need to put it in the description. But that is what this is. It's idle throttle. And dearm the spoilers. There you go, make sure we vacate properly. Vacating left. Left off, there we go. Perfectly off, we can turn off the strobe lights. We can turn off the taxi lights as well, because we won't need them. We will pull into stand where we can. We'll go into we'll go in between Thomas Cook and Jones Aviation, I think. Be good. So we'll pull up. Fantastic. Getting left and turning in the parking slot. I get it stopped perfectly on that T. On that T at the end. Make sure the nose wheel stops. Nose wheel stopped nicely. Parking brake set. Engines number 2 shut down. Whilst that's shutting down, we can go that one on, that one off, that one off, and we can shut down engine number 1. Fantastic. Aircraft shutting down. So, hit continue. What we can do is we can turn it off. That. Phone display off. CCAS off. Unlock the door. Turn that off. Close that. No, we can actually turn off the APU. We won't be needing that. That's in case you were doing a turnaround. We're not, so we can leave that. Head up here. That. Whoa, there we go. Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Zakynthos. Total flight time for the day was 2 hours and a bit. and a bit. 2 hours and a bit. It's pretty nice. We made pretty good time. I'm pretty pleased with that. So, thank you very much to you all for joining us. If you want to join me in the departure lounge, we will be doing our stream at 7 PM British time this evening, 6 GMT. So if you're joining us for that, please do. We're going to be talking about Vatsim and anything to do with simulators. Oh, why have I opened that? So please come join us. Please do come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun, hopefully. Yeah, so thanks very much for everyone for joining us. If you haven't already, please do hit subscribe. Helps me out a really amount. Thank you very much. And I'll catch you all again soon. Great flight, thank you, Density, for great flight. Brilliant. Thanks very much. I'll catch you all guys soon. So yeah, 7 o'clock. I'll be catching you if you're joining me. I put the link in a little bit earlier up in the stream. I put that YouTube link in the chat. That is the one. Go ahead there. Meet us there for 7 o'clock. And I'll catch you all guys then. See ya. Thanks very much. Let's roll the credits.